Okay, so what's up? We want to start a podcast about all the topics that we want to talk about. So our first topic is AI and predictive text. And my thoughts or points on AI and predictive text is like we are teaching something how to teach us. And I would like for myself to be more conscious and intentional with how I teach this thing what to teach me. For instance, I could be typing P and I could be saying Pete, but I might get porn, if I've been constantly watching porn, as a predictive text. Or I could constantly watch fights, and then even when I'm not in an angry mood, suggestions are popping up of fights, and that's making me get pissed off about something that somebody did to me, previously or whatever the case. So I want to be intentional about putting in progression and the stuff that I want to see in my life so that I can be teaching it exactly what I want to know when I forget what I want to know, if that makes sense. Okay, so do you got any thoughts on that?
Man, so is AI enhancing your life or making it better, in your opinion?
It is enhancing and it does make it better.
Okay, my opinion with AI, I think honestly it's making stuff kind of worse as far as it's making stuff a little bit too easier. Like back in the day, how
Now, when you say that, okay, so now smartphones as a whole, yeah, smartphones as a whole, I feel like make us dumb. If they so smart, we got to be dumb because a lot of stuff that we used to think out the process, actively do, physically do, we don't do anymore because we have devices that do them for us. And sometimes you need to get out and move. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that makes it worse if you asking me in that context.
I,
As far as just like
I
the
think it make it worse as far as okay, it's the reason why it's taking over everybody's jobs. It's like it make life more easier. Ain't no struggle or ain't no grind with certain stuff that you
yeah,
should be doing.
yeah.
So now everybody doing stuff easy. Like me being a
And you don't get the
musician,
grit, you don't get the understanding
I
of
know
what was
rappers. I know
established.
rappers that start to use AI, and it's like it take out the natural thought from your process.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of feel like it's making stuff. I mean, given it does got its perks as far as making stuff good, but I feel like it's also making stuff bad because it's making stuff more easier for people. Then people get lazy now. Everybody lazy now. Now you got AI taking over your job.
Yeah.
So okay, if you get what I'm saying,
Yeah. The evolution of the
yeah.
process is competing with humans.
I mean, it's about to beat
It's
humans though.
competing with
I mean, it's
humans.
about to beat
And so
humans.
if it's beating,
Yeah,
you shouldn't even be competing, first of
it's
all.
supposed to
But
help,
now
but
you're competing and you're
it's beating
beating.
by real bad though. It ain't like
Yeah.
it's beating us by like,
I
oh, we
feel
just a
you.
little, AI just a little smarter than us. We keep up with it. No, that shit is rapid pace. So
So
yeah.
okay, so we got 2 minutes left, like practically
Okay.
2 minutes. So what do you think we could do to fix AI competing with us, beating us, or pushing us in a lane that we don't want to be in?
I mean, I think with certain stuff like me, I don't want to be walking outside and playing with a damn robot
Right.
right next to me.
Not
So I
allowing
think
these
shit
things to
like that,
continue
yeah,
to
like I
develop.
think like shit like that should get protested against. Like if you got a
Right.
robot, keep that robot in your goddamn house. Like we
Right.
don't, I don't want to see a robot and stuff like that. Just like okay,
Yeah.
I feel like whoever want to use AI, go ahead and do that shit. But if the people that don't feel like they need it or just ain't into it like
Shouldn't
that,
have to interact with it.
it shouldn't have to be
Shouldn't have
forced
to
on them.
interact with it.
So yeah,
I can agree with that.
that.
I can agree with that. Okay, so do we have any more points on AI?
Uh,
I have a thing I just want to say again, just to be intentional on what we put out there,
I mean, she
on
know
what we
my last point.
texting,
I
on
can't say
how
my
we
last point.
talking, so that we're pushing it towards something that we would want our children to be taught. If I'm putting something on text, I'm not thinking like this is just in my brain no more. I'm knowing that this is out there to an element that's using it to decipher how to navigate the world. So I'm like, okay, it's not just me and my brain. What do I want this thing to teach my child about how I'm navigating this situation? And if I would want my child to do it, then I'll let that pass. But if I wouldn't want my child to stand on that, then I ain't gonna put that out there because that's what's happening. These things are being taught by us how to navigate our future.
Exactly. My intake of AI was this is rough drought. My intake of AI, I don't know if I said it, I might edit it, but it is that at the end of the day we're all human. So, you know, we come flaws. We got flaws. Ain't nobody perfect. You know, God ain't make us perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like with AI, it fix stuff. It try to be perfect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So once it figure out what's the real problem is us. That might end up looking like Terminator or some shit.
But okay, and with that, we gonna keep coming back. All right, say something about you. Bye. You ready? Okay.